All right. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to the Keto Show. I am your one of the hosts, Smoke Bears, and I got my buddy Rusty.
Hi, Russ.
And then
Still leaves his phone on.
we got. Oh, I gotta go this way. Our other fella. Who's this guy?
This here is Mike.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's been a week. Been a lot of congestion.
Yeah.
A lot of congestion this week. Just feeling this.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
But I don't know if it's the pollen has gone up since the cicadas have ceased or deceased, whatever they did, or if it's part of the cicadas being gone. I don't know.
Hi,
But
Sandy.
it's been something. So, what do you got going on today, bud?
Well, I'm going to take and I'm going to make basically a breadless Reuben with pastrami. I got some provolone I'm going to use on it. Why am I using provolone instead of Swiss? Because I have provolone. I don't have
Swiss
Swiss.
is nasty.
No. Well, and I'm going to do scrambled eggs with cheese with it. And then we were going to do something with Palmini. And Palmini is it's a potato substitute. It's a rice substitute, depending on how you do it. And this is the Palmini mash. It's made from hearts of palm. And I'm going to make, you can call it a hash brown. You can call it a potato cake, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm going to make with it.
Okay. Oh, sounds good. Sounds better than what I got going on.
It does.
So I got the lasagna palmini. Hey, will you cut that light off?
This one?
Yep. There, that helps out a little bit. So I got the lasagna palmini. I got them underneath some paper towels right now, kind of drying out.
Yeah,
Because they're sheets like this.
right.
And all it is a hearts of palm sliced in sheets.
Yeah.
So we had talked about a hash brown. So I'm going to try to make faux or keto hash browns. Because you can't really call them hash browns because they're not taters.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Faux either. It's not faux.
well, it's fake. It's faux. It's fake.
I was talking about PHO.
Oh.
I was making a joke.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's why he's not a comedian for a job.
That's right.
There's
So
10
how we doing, Sandy, the Bud Files, and Bat?
and Bud Files. Good to see you. Same with you, Sandy.
So I don't know. We'll see how this turns out. In my head, it kind of works.
Yeah. I ran your idea through my head, and I can't see why it wouldn't work. I really can't.
So the idea is once I cut them up like taters, like how hash browns are thinly sliced,
Mm-hmm.
shreds. Once I cut them up, and then I'm gonna put them in an egg wash,
Uh-huh.
and then drop them in some breadcrumbs,
Right.
and try to put them on the griddle and cook them like hash browns. Fingers crossed.
I think it'll work. I really do.
I'm thinking that it will, but we don't know.
I mean, at most, I think you'll have to fine tune it a little bit, but I think it'll work straight out the box. Straight off the bat.
I think either way, it's going to be something we can eat, whether we enjoy it or not. I don't know.
There you go. It'll be edible.
Yeah. So, well, all right, bud. Let's get the fire lit.
Let's get her going.
see. Get some heat going. Slide this over. What's it for?
Oh, to mix your eggs good for you.
That's what I got these for.
Oh, okay.
I'm already ahead of you, man. Yeah, I'll need. Okay, so now I gotta.
Your dredging pan.
Yep. And so what I do is I go to the Sam's Club and I buy the big thing of breadcrumb or pork rinds.
Pork rinds, yeah.
And I run them through the food processor and make my crumbs.
Okay.
And then I store them in an old coffee can.
All right.
Because it keeps it fresh. I've had these for months sitting in there and they're still good as they have ground.
Hey, I like it.
Let's see. So you're about to wipe out, dude. Let me get
not.
Oh, you're dancing is that what it is?
You weren't supposed to see that. But it's kind of hard not to see a 265-pound man stumping.
So, Mike, what's been happening, man?
Man, Memorial Day, the bottom fell out of the sky. I don't get it. How bad did y'all get it up there?
Say it again, Mike.
The bottom fell out of the sky on Memorial Day, Monday.
Bottom side.
Oh, it didn't happen over here that way.
It finally cleared up about mid-afternoon.
It threatened to, but it didn't happen. I actually got a lot of cooking in that day. We did 3 racks of ribs and a pork belly.
Wow. There was no way cooking could be done that day here.
Yeah.
That was a mess. That was a giant mess.
Yep, we got a lot of cooking in that day. But been having a lot of pollen issues though. The wife's been congested, the kids been congested all week. So that ain't got much to do with keto though.
Cast iron IRL with Honey Badger said Rusty.
What's up?
Yeah. I gotta watch the guy cutting. So the idea is I'm gonna cut these in half, and then I want to cut these in strips.
Okay. I'm seasoning.
Sort of like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Sort of.
I'm just using a little bit of Uncle Steve's original on this stuff here to give it a little bit of seasoning.
Okay, well, Rusty, what kind of season should we use?
Let's see.
Let's see. So these won't make very many hash browns, but it's okay because we're just starting out.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a new concept, isn't it?
Yeah, the wife wasn't really keen on the idea.
Tell her it ain't cauliflower.
Might have some other stuff over there. I've got more Lucky in the house.
That'll be plenty for what we're doing.
Okay. So it turns out if I just slice them widthwise,
Uh-huh.
I'm able to get better, shall we call them ribbons,
Okay.
strips.
Yeah.
But so the roofing material from our big storm that we had a month ago
Uh-huh.
finally showed up today.
Oh.
So we'll be getting our new roof put on Saturday.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll be doing a pork butt for the guys that are coming to do the roof.
Oh boy, look at you. You
That's nice of you.
Yeah,
stepping up, ain't you?
you know, a little Southern hospitality for a Southern fella, you know.
I hear you.
When the guys came to my house and put in my new air conditioner and everything last February, I did that. I treated them. I made sausage, egg, and cheese, English muffins for them for breakfast, and I did burgers and fries and stuff for them for lunch.
Well, so this guy, when we were talking about it, you know, we were talking about the whole event, how it all happened, and everything. I was like, "Yo, I just came home from the barbecue competition." He said, "You barbecue?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, we like barbecue over here," and I was like, "Haha, all right, I got you." So, okay. Now comes the fun part because I'm not sure how this is going to work.
What I'm doing is I'm just putting some cheese down
Big love.
top of the stuff on top of it.
Right here, they're larges.
Put the cheese down.
And then just mix them all good.
Yep.
Put them all in here. Fluff them all real good.
So what are you doing, Mike?
I am putting cheese in the pan and it's going to be my base. And I'm going to let it melt a little bit. And then I'll put my baked potato mix on it. And then that'll act as a binder for it.
Okay.
That's a great idea. I was trying to think how you would do that in a little waffle iron, like we were talking.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know if you would put like a chaffle, right? Cheese and then. So I was like, you could do that, but I didn't know if I wanted cheesy hash brown.
Yeah, it's just gonna make a crust.
Yeah. I'm gonna try two ways. I'm gonna try to use a ring, a cannon jar lid, set it down. Let's do it this way. Set it down so maybe when he puts it in there, it'll get nice and make a round.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. You know, like everything else, it's work in progress. Could be a fail. Not a fail. I don't like the word fail.
No.
Learning experience.
Learning experience. That's right. We did not fail. We found a way that it didn't work.
And we got more coming too.
No sense in looking at it as a failure because it's not.
Right.
But it didn't turn out like you wanted, but you found out a way that it won't work. You move on to the next way.
So we got Pay over here. She's back from college.
All right. Welcome back.
Thank you.
She made an interesting meal Sunday. You guys did the Hasselback hot dogs.
Oh yeah. It's alive. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Smoke and Bear's YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
just put a couple handfuls.
We did Hasselback chili cheese dogs. So we just kind of make slits and like third hot dogs and put them in the low carb keto friendly tortillas with chili and some shredded cheese and all that kind of good stuff on it. It was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch that, and I
So,
I didn't get back in time, and I'm gonna try and catch the replay.
yeah, you're soaking up all the crumbs.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it was,
took my
it was
brother-in-law
a
to
very
church.
fun. It was a very fun live. Me and Bear Cub, we had our boyfriends do it, so we were helping them learn how to cook, and it was a very very fun live.
One thing.
Teaching a guy how to cook.
Yep.
Oh boy. Well, I give my mama credit for that and the Boy Scouts. She
That's
didn't
what
give us lessons on how to cook, but she made it where we weren't afraid to do something.
Yep. I learned how to cook from Pops instead of my mama.
Yeah.
And thank goodness for that.
Well, my wife can cook. There's no problem there. It's just that, she's following the recipe now with her also is a problem.
Right.
She doesn't know if she put it in or not. Did I add this ingredient or not?
Yeah.
So, that's where I come in.
Yeah, my mama started teaching me how to cook when I was 6 years old. With me and my brother both. She told us we're only going to have to depend upon a woman for one thing, and cooking's not it.
PG-13, Rusty. PG-13.
This is family programming.
That's right.
They don't have to do the dishes either.
That's right. You depend on them for laundry.
And dishes.
That's right. My girls do the laundry.
I've been doing my own laundry since I was 9 years old. Nobody sews for me. I do it myself.
I do the laundry when I run out of clothes.
Yeah, that's the way it is with Tommy and Tamara. They're waiting to see if me or Teresa's going to do it. Whenever they wait too long, they realize they got to do it.
Yep.
Getting some good sizzle action going on.
Let's see how we progressing over here. I got a crush. Ooh, I got a crush. Ooh, can you see that? Can you see that?
Oh, yeah. Click on it to make it big, Peg.
That's it right there. That's a.
Well, you got to click that one. Yep.
The little three dots. So I got it. Well, this one's wanting to slide on me. I got to figure out how to get it turned.
Pour the egg over top of it if you need to.
There'll be too much egg.
Look at that. Look at that.
Cast iron IRL with honey badger chimed in, so I had to learn to cook on my own growing up with my dad. He wouldn't let the boys cook or clean.
Ooh. Okay. I'm still learning.
Oh yeah, me too. I don't ever want to stop learning. I want this to be a continuing education.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got one. Go ahead and fill me up another. We got one ring.
Yay!
In the hole, Rusty. In the hole.
Whoa!
Put it in the ring, Rusty.
Pickles joined in and said hiya.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
All right.
Boy, I tell you what. That cheese is sticking to everything.
So, what else do you use Palmini for there, Mike?
I use it for rice.
For rice?
And I found that much like it is with the cauliflower, I use cauliflower for rice also.
Yeah.
Much like it is there, before you cook it in whatever you're doing, I microwave it and let it get good and cooked, and then I stick it in a pan, dry pan, and just move it around for about 3 or 4 minutes and let it just dry out, and then it tenders up and it takes away all that cauliflower taste. You don't have to worry about that. And all you're getting is the taste of it'll take on the taste of whatever you're cooking it with then.
Right.
And that's that's all rice does.
Right. How does Miss Page like the cauliflower rice and the palmini versus regular?
Well, we haven't had regular in so long, and she, same with the mash. We haven't had regular. She would always go back because she was
One piece and fell down one piece.
Yeah.
never been a rice fan, but she was the potato queen. With potatoes with salt on it, queen.
Oh. Hey, make us big. I'm gonna try to flip it. Check this out, Mike. It made it. One piece. You cut him off. You cut him completely out, huh?
Let me get my plate to put this on.
It made my big one made it in one piece. And it does kind of look like a hash brown.
It does. It doesn't look like hash. It looks like
Rusty. Go ahead and make me a bigger one right there. You got another handful, so you got another.
we got enough for one more.
Wife said, "Yay!"
Thank you, thank you.
And Pickles said, "You're a regular one-flip pony."
Whoa! Okay. Funny.
Everybody's a comedian tonight.
Yeah, buddy. So, Mike, have you how's other big cooks going on? Anything?
No, not really. This week we have been busy with doctors, like you wouldn't believe.
Okay.
I've got another one tomorrow, and then 2 on Friday.
Wow. Man, I don't have doctor's appointments until like the end of the month, end of June, which is good, but that ain't really it, is it?
Not going through. Unless I got a pack too tight.
Yep, it'll fall through when it's ready.
Speaking of doctors, I called Tommy today when I was at work, and I told him he needed to call his doctor and find out the status on his spinal thing. Because I said he's already had his psyche valve, and they were supposed to turn that into the doctors and schedule the surgery. It's been 3 weeks now, and he hasn't heard anything back. So he called them. They didn't answer, so he left a voicemail. He said, "Hey, I had my psyche valve. It's been 3 weeks now. I was supposed to get a phone call back and scheduling this. I haven't gotten any information whatsoever. Can you give me an update?" They called him back, and they said they don't have any record of him doing his psych evaluation. And so he gave them the date and the time. He pulled it up on his phone. It was 8 o'clock in the morning on the 3rd or the 9th or whatever. And we talked for 52 minutes. He had all the information.
Did you get the pepper jack?
And
I didn't think about it.
They're never looking it up to follow up on that to get his surgery taken care of.
Okay.
But yeah, they had no record that he's already gone through the psych eval.
What's he What's he got to have surgery for?
He's getting a spinal stimulator.
Oh, okay.
And the lady said the worst thing that happens is you just have to do the psych eval again. And I said, you make sure you tell them you ain't paying for it again. They wanted $250 for the psych evaluation.
Ooh.
Well, and the reason why, I mean, they're doing that for two reasons, but probably more than that. But I know the one is to make sure that you're not like addicted to drugs or whatever. So that way you're not like popping pills just for popping pills.
I take it he's got a bad back.
No, he pinched a nerve in his back, and the nerve goes to his feet. And so now he cannot stand or walk for more than, say, 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
He hasn't had a job in probably a year and a half because he can't stand up at work. To find a job that is sitting down is really, really hard. He had a couple jobs at offers at like restaurants. Salsa Rita's. He got a job as a delivery driver. But what they didn't tell him is when they had no orders for him to deliver, he was going to be standing up in the kitchen doing all the prep work, cutting their salad, the lettuce and onions and tomatoes, and making the salsa. And they didn't tell him that in the interview.
Oh,
So
wow.
he just thought I was going here. They were going to give me food to put in the van, and I'm driving it to where it goes. And it wasn't that way. So he only lasted there about 3 weeks. He just told him he just couldn't do it anymore.
Because when you hear somebody in their early 20s tell you, I can't stand that long, I got to have a sit-down job, without doctor's notes
Right.
and all that, you think they're just being lazy.
Yeah, unfortunately you do.
And I feel like a crappy dad because at first when all this was going on, that's what I was thinking. Whenever I was telling Lee about it, that's what he was thinking.
Well, I mean, it's a natural first thought.
Well, that one worked out good, too.
But whenever I'm sitting in the doctor's office and I'm looking at the results for the MRIs and the x-rays, and the doctors are pointing out the pinched nerve and the gap in the spine, his degenerated disc, and they're pointing all this stuff out to me, it's like, wow, he really is messed up.
But it ain't nothing like where he was talking, though. It's nowhere near where he was.
Yeah, he was complaining about his feet and his legs, but the problem is actually in his back.
Wow.
So, Mike, I was at Sam's Club
Okay.
walking through. What
Yeah.
is your take on all the keto snacks?
You got to take it with a grain of salt because most of them aren't. You got some that are, but you got to look. Don't just take their word for it. Look at the label.
Right. Because there was a lot of, you look at stuff and it's like, okay, well, this says it's keto, and it is, but it's all heavily processed. So I'm like, well, and if it wasn't coconut based, like the main ingredient was coconut, then it was something else.
Yeah. Which coconut is okay as long as it's unsweetened and but that's
I'd say that was
that's
good.
it.
Okay. Get my. I got one.
All right. Now I gotta get some
Scrape it all out and let's make it
stuff going there.
big. I think this one here is going to be good too.
And you know what I just realized? I can't cook scrambled eggs without the eggs, and they're outside.
You did a what?
I can't cook scrambled eggs without the eggs, and they're outside in the refrigerator.
Oh,
I didn't bring them in yet. I was gonna do a hamburger, but I decided not to. Because my brother-in-law having trouble chewing.
How's he doing?
He's doing real well.
Good. Because this has got to be able to flip. Left to man, or pay left. So I don't know where our comments are going. Come on now. It's hot.
I don't care.
There she is.
I'm back. I had to check on the little one. Okay.
All right.
Final simulator is what they call it now.
Yeah,
What are we referring to?
the Tommy's operation.
Did you spray it?
Yeah.
I just packed it too tight. I can't help it. Genetics.
Family friendly.
Uh-oh. Yes, I'm cracking it on the side.
Whoa, there's that one. It's hiding from you.
That one's it stayed together though.
It did.
It stayed together. So Mike, I think this is a good. It's working. Let's put it that way. I don't know how it tastes though.
Well, hey,
I mean, that could look like a whole hash brown.
it does.
I don't know how it's going to taste though.
Well, we'll
As long
find out.
as it's halfway decent. Got these sausage patties I found in the freezer. I'm trying to go through my freezer and get everything cleaned out because I got to defrost it and I don't have anywhere else to put it.
Uh-huh.
So
I done cooked so much barbecue the last couple of weeks. I'm down to only 8 butts in the freezer. I had 17.
I got a couple in there. And like I said, we're going to have a cook coming up for this weekend, so I'll be getting them thawed out. But so let me ask the comments. 'Cause I know there's a few of them, and pork butts are keto as long as you don't add all the sugar.
Right.
How would you all like to see it cooked? You want to see it on a Weber kettle? Do you want to see it on a drum? Those are my two options.
You got a crock pot in the oven.
I'm not doing a crock pot. I'm not doing it in the oven. The thing is like the guys that came in was doing the roof assessment. I was telling him that I just came back from the barbecue competition, and he was like, the microwave. Come on, Charlie. Maybe I'll reheat it in the microwave. Gosh, you guys, nobody has friends over to stand around a microwave. Anyway, so then we were talking, and he's like, well, we really like barbecue, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And this guy's the Weber, okay. And this guy who owns the roofing company is the local country singer, Matt Tucker. So, I kind of want to throw out something good, one, because I was like, we were cooking in a competition. We came in 5th, got a trophy and all that. And then, who knows, it may lead into something else.
That's true.
So I want to put off like a good show.
Pickle said just to use your hands, make it with friction.
Okay,
And
Charlie.
Cast iron arrow with honey badger says a big lighter.
Well, I will use a big lighter to start the fire. How's that?
Toaster.
No. How am I going to cook one in a toaster?
Cut it in little pieces.
I mean, it wouldn't. Now, I've watched the TikToks where they, like, Cooking with Corey sent me one where they took a steak and dropped it in the toaster, and I was like, no way. I was thinking like that guy that goes, no way.
As an F steak.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me for 40 years I could have been doing this?
You know, that's what I thought about when I pulled the pull string off the lawnmower.
Sun in a magnifying glass.
Oh my goodness, Honey Badger, you're
The ant killer.
yeah, that would take forever. Now I forgot what I was saying.
TikTok.
I don't know.
No way.
Oh yeah, that guy's hilarious.
He is.
He goes out and does it, and he's like, "What? Oh, so I took the pull string off the lawnmower, right?
Uh-huh.
And I start mine with the drill because I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, no way. I'll be darned. That's the only way I start my mower now.
It's the only way you can.
Well, yeah, because I took the whole top piece off of it.
This weekend, Tommy pulled the string out of ours at home. But I just went, ours is a simple one-piece unit on the top. It just costs $15. Buy another one, take out the 3 bolts, throw that one away. It's done in 5 minutes.
But, yeah.
All righty, we're down to the eggs here.
He's getting on his edge there.
Nice. We're just finishing up. I think our hash browns are actually turning out pretty decent.
That sausage is smelling good.
Yep.
Good.
Palmini hash browns. Palmini hash browns.
False brown.
False browns. Oh yeah, nice one. What was that?
Talking on Honey Badger.
Oh, yeah. The magnifying glass.
Well,
So far, Sandy's the only one to answer your question. She said Weber.
On a Weber kettle. I can do that. I think I can do that. That'd be a good standalone video.
you know, you were talking about lighting the fire a while ago, made me think. The Dodgers were playing a game the other day. I forget who they were playing, but they were playing at home. And a car caught fire out in the parking lot there in Los Angeles. And you could see it burning from the field. And the organist from the Dodgers started playing, I didn't start the fire.
You watch those videos where they go back and they show the lyrics, and the people are singing, and they go, wait a minute. And then they're actually reading the lyrics, and it's not what they were saying.
Yeah. There's a guy that's a comedian. He's from Scotland. Golly, what's his name? Michael Kay, I think. He's got videos, and he's like, he does he'll play a tape, and then he'll say, you know, he'll say what it sounds like they're saying, and he's like, no, surely it's not that, you know, type of thing.
What's the one that sounds like it's a pizza oven? Oh, I can't think of the song now.
Pickles said become a guja of pork butt. I did this stupid thing to a pork butt for a year, and this happened.
Oh, a Guga? Okay.
Yeah. And then Tom.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've done a lot of I've done pork butts. I think every time I've filmed, it's been something different. But we do them so many different ways. Like, there's only so many ways you can do a pork butt, but it's how you season it, what you use to wrap with. So, yeah, I could do something like that and change up. This is how I used to do it. This is what I am doing.
Yeah.
Do an old video with, like, edit it, like an older pork butt video, and see the differences now, like a side by side, or put like do half of what you used to do on one side and half like you do now on the other side, and have a blind taste test.
Okay. Well, I don't know. You couldn't do half. You'd have two different ones.
One to two different ones.
Yeah.
You can cut the pork bucket now.
Yeah, but it wouldn't come out right, though. You know what I mean? Like, even if you cut one in half, you still have the bone half or the muscle side. Like, you'd be cutting in the center through the tubes, and then you'd have different meats. Cut a long ways, and I have to go through the bone and trim out the bone.
Cut out the bone. You can do it.
Well, I could. I don't know if I want to.
I am plating.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
We're off to a good finish, huh?
Yeah.
And there are only so many ways to do a steak, but Guga doesn't care.
Well, that is true. Well, he does. I don't know. So what I think I might do is sort of our competition style. Yeah, I might do that. A competition style. No, I won't label it that though. I don't know.
Seeing your judge approved.
I don't know how I would do that. I'll have to think about it because I'm not sure how I want to do it. But we did find a way that worked delicious.
That
Where
13 said, "Looking good, fellas."
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Where we added vinegar sauce in the wrap. That was delicious.
Pickle said he does stupid crap and people watch it. Go figure.
Yeah, and he does like, what was the one he did? He dry aged a steak for 100 days.
Yeah.
You know, or he cooked the steak, and he's using like real thick, high-end steaks.
Right.
And he's trying to do. He did one all in baking soda. I was like, eh. I don't know. I don't watch him a whole lot. Every now and again, I'll see what it's.
He's got one heck of a meat cabinet though.
Yeah.
So, Honey Badger asks, what's Guga? I live in a vacuum.
Guga is a YouTube channel. He's got a group that works with him, and he's got a whole editor and all that stuff. He's got people that film for him. But he's really good, and I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, he's like
He's a top
there's channels.
Yeah, he's a top cooking channel, but Pickles personally is not a fan.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm not a huge fan of him, but nothing against the guy. I mean, it's kind of like Mad Scientist. You can watch so much of Jeremy Yoder, and then you're like, okay, I'm done. Right? Jeremy Yoder's stick burner guy and brisket.
That's it.
And he's mastered that. And that's where his channel, he found this niche, and that's where he's staying at. And he tries to cook other styles of brisket. You know, like he did a Franklin style, he did a Goldie's, he just different.
Yeah, he's got friends in the pellet grill business. He goes to these barbecue stores, and they'll line up 5 or 6 pellet grills, do a brisket on each one of them with a different kind of pellet, and trying to show you all that, yes, you don't have to do a stick burner. And then wants to say, okay, we can compare these different pellets and look at the smoke and the flavor. And he does a lot of comparisons just to appease other people that are not stick burners.
Wow.
So that could be something. We could do a comparison between a drum and a Weber kettle.
Pickles said, but you can watch it all day, every day.
That's it, Charlie. We're train wrecks. And I admit it.
I could bring my pit boss down. You could do one pellet grill and smoker.
I know I'm a train wreck.
What do you say? I didn't hear you, Mike.
I know I'm a train wreck.
Well, that's what we are. We're live cooks, right? We're taking this live cook to the roots. This is how I would be in my kitchen. So, and these guys can attest to that.
Yeah.
This is how I do it too. We not only are we doing it live, we're doing it in less than an hour or right at an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at 46 minutes or something like that. So, yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah, we're gonna be done under an hour. Right now, I'm just doing a little cleanup.
Yeah, I'm done. Rusty's ready to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna call these two
Let's get a.
folks I'm feeding in.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Oh, I got one. I got one set back here for the big. Okay. I like that one better, I think.
Yeah, the white cheese looks better than that.
Yeah. Want to get my little snappy snap, and then we're ready to taste. Figure out a way to hold this up. Come on now.
Scotty's Backyard Barbecue came in. Hello.
What's up, Scotty?
Hey, Scotty.
Now that guy is a cooking machine. We talking about doing some cooks. He's doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, so speaking of Scotty, Rusty, tell him what you found out about your about what we talked about with the wood chop and a pellet grill.
Oh, well, I made some chicken wings this weekend, and I just tried it. Put a chunk of hickory on top of the sear plate, and it did start to smolder. It did produce smoke, not near enough. I mean, definitely, I would never do that over my extra pellet tube. But it did catch on fire. It did smoke a little bit, but I believe with the flame going up and down, with the addition of the pellets to keep the temperature right, the temperature was going up and down, and the fire going out too much to keep it actually smoldering the whole entire cook. So it would burn for a little bit, then it would stop, and it was just a little test. It did catch on fire, but it did not work out right.
Scotty said just woke up from my nap. LOL. And Pickles said, "Hey, can you mute the video when you speed it up?" Just saying. I don't know
Mute
who
the
said
video.
when you speed it up. I don't know who that was pertaining to.
I don't.
And Honey Badger said most big name chef shows should be called "How to Undercook Everything and Waste Food at the Same Time."
Could be done what now?
Wow. That's a bit harsh.
Most big name chef shows should be called "How to Undercook Everything and Waste Food at the Same Time."
Whoa, who said that?
I guess I'm going to be a big name chef. Try it out. That's actually really good. I ate some of this one back here.
You don't want that. That's got raw egg on it. I saved your life.
I know.
I mean, it holds up like a hash brown. Come around here. Like it holds up like a hash brown. Mm-mm-mm.
It's all right.
The pork breadcrumbs, I get some of the bigger chunks. And that's what's a little bit off-putting as far as texture.
Right. The palmini itself definitely does not have hash brown texture. It has a noodle-like texture.
Yes.
And it's just like eating noodles. It's really good, great flavor. But I mean, you can't eat this expecting hash brown texture, but it is really good.
So, like my wife, if I told her hash brown, she's thinking hash brown, and then you give her this, and she's going to be upset.
She's thinking Waffle House.
Right. And this is not it, but for a keto alternative.
Mm-hmm.
So the comment about speeding it up whenever you mute whenever you speed up is for Bear. When you edit and speed up a section, you can turn the volume to 0 unless you want to sound like chipmunks on meth.
Oh, so you don't like the chipmunk on meth? Okay, I will do that. I thought maybe because it would break up the song. Because I heard the song was always too loud and people don't like the music and all that. So I just kind of leave that in there to kind of break up the music. But if Charlie says, then it's gone.
I told him supper's ready
Okay,
on the table.
you like it?
Yeah.
Hey, that's an
Okay.
accomplishment. Rusty likes it.
And Pay likes it too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I'm going to eat it because I made it. And I'm a little fella that likes to eat.
There you go.
So how's Miss Page in the taste test?
She's getting ready to sit down to do it. You're gonna hear ice falling in a second or crushing. So sorry for that.
Pickle said I'm not against chipmunks on meth. I let them be what they want to be.
Hey, Charlie, if you don't like to hear them in my videos, then I will take note of that. Thank you very much. I always like to hear the feedback, and I try to speed up through some of the slow spots.
Right.
And I like to hear feedback because that way I know that, one, somebody's watching. Because when I look at my analytics on my videos, they'll start high, and within 30 seconds, I'm down to about 10% or 20%. So I'm like that guy that's between what you just watched and you're finding something else. Miss Page!
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I am good, especially since I am about to eat. I'm not sure what this is, but it smells amazing. What is it?
That's pastrami, stir fried and with cheese in it. This is a potato cake or hash brown, whatever you want to call it, made with palmini. Oh, my brother-in-law says 2 thumbs up.
I see thumbs up. All right. Nice.
And then, of course, this is scrambled ostrich eggs.
Scrambled ostrich eggs. Okay.
Dwarf ostriches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where you get those from?
Walmart.
Too much. You see what he does to me?
Thanks, Bill. So
Okay.
I got a thumbs up from Bill.
Okay, so this is
That is pastrami.
this is
That's the potato cake made with palmini mash.
meaning it's
It's like a hash brown.
faux potato.
Potatoes. Oh, potatoes.
Potators.
Mmm.
Yep.
Well,
What? You want a knife?
Mr. Potato Head was, I don't know where I was going. I forgot it.
You
Never mind.
survived.
I had somewhere I was going, but it didn't make sense, and I lost it.
I understand
Went
that.
after Potato Head and got a potato.
Huh?
You went after Potato Head and got a potato.
Mm.
Hey,
Mm.
hey. She's eating the star
yes.
attraction.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. That is really, really, really good.
Now, Miss Paige,
Uh-huh.
I know you're probably saying that because you got to sleep next to him.
No, no,
I'm just teasing.
yeah. But oh my gosh. Mm. Oh yeah. Another big hit.
Oh,
Well, good.
I am happy.
Mm.
Now what he did.
Also, I'm getting that.
Lee, tell her what you did.
Well, I took these lasagna noodles, the Palmini lasagna noodles, dried them off, cut them up, and made hash browns.
Like you know how the hash browns look at Waffle House?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's the way they look at
Yes,
this.
we're very familiar with
That's
the
the way
Waffle
it
House.
turned out right there.
Right, there's part of it.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
It does. Mm.
Just catching up on comments here. Pickles said that Mr. Potato Head, he had a side fling with a palm tree.
Ah,
Scotty's Backyard Barbecue doesn't check the YouTube stats. He just makes videos and puts them out. And Tom Sweet Factory joined us tonight and said, hey, all.
what's up, Tom?
Hey,
Well,
Tom,
Scotty, I happened to look down and I had one that went to like 800 views, and I was like, yeah, let me look at that. And then it goes, whoop, whoop. I was like,
This is.
oh,
Is there more left?
eat up. You want some more?
Okay. I'll eat it slowly. Then, so I can-
You want another one, Rusty?
Oh yeah. This is
Put a sausage with it.
All right.
like it, Bill? You're good.
Well,
I feel easy in my mouth.
I think we're all good.
I do.
I do too. It turned out, I think this was a huge success.
Mm. Yes.
Tom said that pretty much most of them, except for 5 of the views on the videos, are probably Charlie's fake accounts.
Hey, that's fine with me.
Hey,
But if they, after 30 seconds, they all went like straight down, and I only saw like 10% of those were actually views, which is about my norm. So
Every live after Sunday and Wednesday, when I get home, I hit the button and I play the whole thing from start to finish.
should wait 24 hours. That way it renders, and then we get paid for it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Just saying,
All right.
I might log in on Pay's account and do that while I go out and walk or something. But all right, Mike. Well, we are done. If you're done,
I am done.
then we will get out of here and catch you all next week. What do you think?
I like it.
Sounds good.
So
All right.
what's the 2 things that you say?
Well, there's only 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Have a great week.
Have a great week, guys.
Hey.
Be careful out there.
Yeah.